Okay, so in order to win this game, you win by trapping the opponent's king so it cannot escape capture. So unlike a regular chess, you can't put it in check or checkmate. You have to capture it, so it can't. You can't let it escape capture. Here's how to set up the board, move the pieces, and use the game's unique rules. The game is played on a 9x9 grid. Each player starts with 20 pieces. Pieces are flat, pointed wooden pentagons. Okay, that seems right. All pieces are the same color. Oh, all of them, yeah. Okay, so it's like it's like the direction and stuff that you use to tell whether it's your piece or the opponent's piece. Okay, all pieces are the same color. Oh, all right, here we go. And well, part of the marathon is doing all the Japanese games as well. So this is going to take some getting used to. And we got to update it. So. Okay, well, oh shoot, I have no clue. Darn it. Alright, game time's back down to 0. Yep. I might have to look up the rules for this game. I think that's going to be the major problem with this. And I don't know what those are. I don't know. I'm probably guessing 1 player and 2 player. Start getting the timers going. I have no idea what to do. I don't know if anybody out there can read Japanese, but I certainly can't. Okay, so. Again, I don't know what all this means, so I'm just going to have to dive into it. It's like almost like peons or pawns and stuff in chess almost. I guess just observe, I suppose. Okay, so so far it just looks like pawns to me, so I'm just going to do a very basic chess maneuver. I'm going to do a pyramid pawn thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be attacking diagonal or what. Okay, so that was like some kind of bishop. What does that look like? I'm going to have to observe what all of these things are. The problem is that with the Sega Genesis hardware, you can't really read the things too well. Okay, so these are not like pawns. You can't attack diagonally. Okay, so I need to see what each piece does. Need to investigate what they all do. And that turned red for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna need some kind of help. I don't know what game this is exactly. I know it's Japanese, I know that much, but I don't know anything about the rules. I don't know the pieces or anything. So and of course this guy's gonna kick my butt and stuff before I can learn the rules. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh, I'm well aware. Holy crap. Alright, I'm going to have to look at the rules. So, before I go any farther, this guy's like royally kicking my butt at the moment. Let's see, so what is this game first? That's the first thing I have to discover is... Let's see, so what is it called? Shougi no Hoshi? Alright, and then you guys can read the rules with me. Just give me a second so I can bring them up onto the screen. Shougi no Hoshi, Japan, I suppose. I guess kind of work off of that. Okay, so it says it's a 1991 Japanese board game and simulation developed by Home Data exclusively for the Sega Mega Drive. It is traditional Japanese chess, so it's Japanese chess. Implementation known for its quirky in-your-face and character animations. Okay, so let's see. So, all right. Let's see. I have to figure out how to play this. So I'm gonna ask, how do you play this game? Okay, so in order to win this game, you win by trapping the opponent's king so it cannot escape capture. So unlike a regular chess, you can't put it in check or checkmate. You have to capture it, so you can't let it escape capture. Here's how to set up the board, move the pieces, and use the game's unique rules. The game is played on a 9x9 grid. Each player starts with 20 pieces. Pieces are flat, pointed wooden pentagons. Okay, that seems right. All pieces are the same color. Oh, all of them, yeah. Okay, so it's like it's like the direction and stuff that you use to tell whether it's your piece or the opponent's piece. Okay, all pieces are the same color. Ownership is determined by the direction of the piece points. Okay, I deducted that. The pieces are always pointed towards the opponent. Okay, so it's not like white or black, like when it does with chess. Okay, so most pieces move only one square at a time, making the game highly tactical. Okay, so first, there's the king, the rook, the bishop, and then there's the gold general. There's the silver general, the knight, the lance, and the pawn. Okay. So I think the next thing we're going to have to do is figure out which piece is which. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to soft reset the game. Okay. So that way we can get back into like the starting formation. Yep. So we can figure out how to play this game. Because I think I can figure it out if I know what the pieces are. If I can identify what the pieces are and what their rules are, then I can start playing the game. And I don't know if this is a story mode or anything that I'm doing. But yeah, so obviously the pawns are the first. So let's see what their rules are. And then let's kind of go through each of the pieces. So that way we can understand each thing that's happening. So obviously the pawn... let's see. So the pawn, it only goes one square, straightforward only. So, yeah, that's what it is like in regular chess. The only time that you go diagonal is, the only time you go diagonal, like in regular chess, is if you're going to attack as the pawn. I don't think that rule is here in this one, in this chess game. Okay, so the lance, any number of free squares, straightforward only. Okay, so I need to figure out which one's the lance. Alright, so let's go back. I need to start identifying these pieces. Okay, so these are the pawns right here. Okay, and they can only go one thing forward only. Okay, so the first thing I got to do... Let's see, so is that the rook right here? I wonder if that is. Yeah, so it's a little bit strange because, well, chess is a little bit different. You got the rook, you got the knight, you got the bishop, and then you're supposed to have the queen and the king right here. And then you go backwards, which is the bishop, the knight, and the rook. So there's one space larger than the chess pieces. Okay, so let's see. So let's try that. Let's see if this is the rook right here. Let's see, what is the rook's rules? Okay, so it can move any number of squares forward, backward, left, or right. So it's pretty much like a traditional chess. So let's see if this is the rook. Okay. Okay, and these look to be different pieces too. The two center pieces look to be different pieces. If you can look at their like their scribbles that they look on top of it, they look to be different pieces. Okay, so we confirmed that these ones are the rooks, and they play just the same as regular chess. Okay, so I'm assuming that the centerpiece right here is probably the king. So where can the king move? One square in any direction, just like a chess king. Okay, so this thing should be able to move up one. Okay. Okay, so we identified the rooks and we identified the king. And then I'm going to have to scribble down here on this page right here. I got my pen and my paper here. I'm going to have to scribble down what each piece means before I can start moving, and then it will start becoming second nature from there. Alright, so let's see. What have we got? Okay, so it looks like... okay, so it looks like that there is no queen here. So it looks like they removed the queen. So, okay, I think I can probably deduct what the rest of the pieces are from this. This is probably the knight. These two are the knights right here. Oh, let's see. I wonder if they're the lancers. So I need to see which one's the bishop. Do the bishops act the same as regular chess? Any number of free squares diagonally. Okay, and lancers can go as far forward as they want. So let's see if this is the bishop or the lancer. Okay, so these look to be the lancers right here, because if that was the bishop, I wouldn't have been able to make that move right there. So it looks like the two lancers are right next to the king anyways. Then I'm probably guessing these are the two generals right here. The silver general and the gold general, I think. Okay, so let's see. Is this the knight right here, or is this the bishop? Okay, so... well, if that was the knight, I would have been able to make that move right there. An L-shaped move right there. So let's see if you're the bishop. No, you are not the bishop. You a general? What are you? Okay, so you're not the bishop. You are not the knight. What are you? And you're not the rook. Are you a lancer? Okay, so I guess the next thing we got to do is figure out which one's the lancer. And see, are you the bishop? Yes, you're the bishop. Okay. Alright, let me see what these things are, and then I'm going to look at what the starting board looks like. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm still figuring things out. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to tie all this together. Yeah, I know this is like the boring part right here, where I'm kind of looking into what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, one square. What? Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm still investigating things. Okay. Keep how the. Let's see. Can you? Okay, so I made an assumption. I thought that these two pieces here in the middle was like the gold general and the silver general. Instead, it's the bishop and the rook. So that's where I made my first mistake. Alright, so let's soft reset again, so we can get back into the starting formation. If I can figure out how these pieces start, and then if I can memorize their patterns, then I think we might be able to start moving forward a little bit. I don't know. Okay, so I'm assuming that this is the bishop and then this is the rook right here. So assuming you are the rook, you should be able to move. Okay, so that is the rook. Alright, let's test. Let's see if the other one is the bishop. Okay, so that guy moved his rook. Okay, so that's my bishop. Okay, so I'm trying to confirm what my starting pieces are and what they are coming from. Alright, so because the rooks and the bishops are different, that means the back row will be quite different. Okay, so it says that the lancers are at the end of the board. Okay, so assuming that that is a lancer, it says that you can do the lancers like as many spaces forward as you can. Is that what the rule is? Alright, so lancers can move any free squares straight forward only. Okay, so they can charge forward as many times as they like. Okay, and then there's the knight. Oh, where's the knight at? So that's the knight. Oh, wait, that's the king. Okay, so which one's the knight? The knight is N. Okay, so that means that's the piece next to the lancers. Alright, so let's see here. So this one should be able to go in an L shape here. Oh, you can only go in L shape forward. I'm starting to realize that this is a game about progressing forward. That's where I messed up with the knights anyways. So I think these pieces next to the king is the gold and the silver generals. Alright, so what do the silver generals do? That's my next question. The silver generals move one square diagonally, or they can move one square forward. Okay, so they can go forward. Yep, so they can pretty much choose like here, here, or here. Or in this case, right here, here, or here. So let's give it a shot. Okay. So that is the silver general. What is the gold general? Okay, the gold general is they can move any square. They can move one square diagonally forward, but they cannot move diagonally backwards. So the only difference between the gold general is that they can move one space backwards. But the silver generals can't. That's the only difference between them. Alright, so let's see. What are the rules? Alright, there are a few more nuances with the rules that we got to go over really quick. Is the last 3 rows of the board on the opponent's starting territory is the promotion zone. When a piece enters, moves within, or exits the zone, you can flip it over to promote it. Pawns, lances, knights, and silver generals all get promoted into gold generals. Rooks get promoted into dragon kings, gaining the ability to also move one square diagonally. And then bishops can also be promoted into dragon horses, gaining the ability to also move one square horizontally. Gold generals and kings never get promoted. Promotion is permanent until the piece is captured. Okay, drops, which is the most important rule. When you capture an opponent's piece, it goes into your hand. On any future turn, instead of moving a piece on the board, you can drop a captured piece onto almost any empty square. Okay, so it's like an army game. Dropped pieces point towards your opponent and become yours. Pieces drop into their unpromoted state. There are drop restrictions. There are no unmovable pieces. You cannot drop a pawn, lance, or knight on a square when it has no legal moves left. 2 pawns, you cannot drop a pawn onto a vertical file. Column that already contains another of your unpromoted pawns. That makes sense. Drop checkmate. You cannot deliver a checkmate by dropping a pawn. You can checkmate by moving a pawn or dropping any other piece. Okay, so one last thing I got to do is I got to write down the symbols on what these things mean, and then I think I can start playing. And I am so sorry. Just with this game being in Japan, I have no idea how to play this game. So I've got to learn it the hard way. I got to learn Japanese chess pretty much. Let's see. I wonder, let's see. I think I know a better way to do this. I'm going to use my phone here. I'm going to take a picture of the screen, so that way I can know what the starting pieces are and what they are in their current condition. So whenever I look over at the opponent's board, I can know what pieces they are. So I think it will be a lot better if I use my camera, my phone camera, so I can look down on my phone so that I can know what the pieces are. And my computer screens are pretty much filled up. I got my live stream video here, and I've got my gameplay video here, so probably doing it with the phone camera is probably the best. Ooh. Okay. Alright, got a picture. And let's see if... Well, sometimes when you take pictures of blue screens, it doesn't come out the best. Okay, that will work, I think. Okay. So I can just look straight down. So that way I can know what the pieces are. Okay. So I think we're starting to... We're ready to start playing, I think. These guys cannot attack diagonally, so let's just make a move. Let's see what happens. And I don't know if I'm in a campaign or a story mode or anything like that, so... Okay, so he moved his bishop, so he can start taking my bishop, my pawn right here. So I gotta leave my bishop right there. Oh, hold on, something came up. Okay, just wanted to make sure that it came up just fine. Okay. Alright, sorry, there was a little technical error there. Okay, so, oh, let's see. Let's turn it back to the other screen here. Alright, I think I lost my stream, so I'm sorry about that. So, I'm going to keep on recording this. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's move the pawn forward one. Let's see what happens. Okay, so those are lancers. That's right. That's right. I got my reference here. I gotta start using my reference. Okay, so what is this? So I think that's my bishop. Okay, so he took my bishop, put it on that side. Well, well, I'm thinking a little bit. I wonder if I should like do this tomorrow or something. Just, I already got a game done, but I feel like I kind of need practice or something. Man, feels like it. Feels like as soon as you get a piece back there, you can pretty much dominate the whole battlefield. Yeah, he's pretty much got me. Let's see, what is that? What do the generals do again? Cannot move diagonally backwards. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting my butt whipped here. Okay, so these are the Lancers, right? See, which one was my king? The one that kind of looks like a totem pole almost. Yeah, he's totally wrecking me. I know I am. He's totally getting me. So, this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna practice offline for a while. So, well, I can keep on practicing while I'm live and stuff, but I don't know how much good it's gonna be. Yep. Well, and I'm kind of not really in the mood to. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to continue this tomorrow probably. So, yeah, I think 2 hours and stuff I think would be pretty good, so. Yeah, I'm still kind of undecided about what to do. So, anyways, I think I'm going to stop here for now. Just simply because I wonder if there's like a different way that I can manage this better in order to make it easier on you guys to understand what's going on. Stuff like that. So I'm gonna mess around with some things a little bit to see if I can like make this more playable. But anyways, that's all I got for you. So you've seen the ooze, you've seen Mickey's ultimate challenge. So I think we made some extremely good progress tonight. So, but yeah, with this being my first Japanese game, I wonder if there's like a different way that I can like make this more playable, make it easier to kind of make it, easier to watch and stuff. So, anyways, that's it. That's everything I've got for you today. So I hope you guys have a great night. And yeah, I gotta dig into this and see if there's a better way to do all this. So I will see you guys in the next stream, I suppose. Alright, so I guess kind of starting off with the stream was that I was hoping I could get like a cheat sheet, kind of like to help you to know what's kind of going on with all the pieces that have been going on with this Japanese chess game, which is called a Shougi. But the problem is that if I bring it up on the screen, it kind of hides the chat box a little bit. So I'm actually still wondering about what to do with that. So I don't know what I'm exactly going to do with that. Anyways, since this is a Japanese game, I imagine that this is probably going to be not one of the most interesting games that I probably played, because you're going to get confused by all the characters, the symbols, and how all the pieces work and stuff. So I actually don't know how to exactly go forward with this one, and trying to make it interesting for you. So I guess the best thing that I could do is just play it and just hope to practice, and hopefully that everything will work out, I suppose. So alright, let's see. Oh, I thought that was supposed to be the bishop, right? I don't understand. Isn't that supposed to be the bishop? I guess I kind of did something there. Kind of took my piece, though. My bishop's gone. So let's see. I'm still trying to figure out all the pieces here a little bit. So let's see. We got the bishop right here. And we got the rook right here. And we got the lancers right here, which are on the end, which is usually where the rooks are supposed to go. And then we have the knights, I believe. So that means that these are supposed to go right here. That's right. Okay, so that's the knights on both of the sides of them. Let's see. So this is the king right here. So one square forward, sideways, or backwards. So okay. I'm still trying to figure out a whole lot about how this game works exactly. Okay, so we got a knight going right there. Okay, so I think that's the rook. If I take that piece right there, then let's see, what are these pieces right here? That gold general. I'm kind of getting a little bit confused between what the difference is between a gold general and a silver general a little bit. So, sorry, this is still me just trying to figure out the rules, trying to figure out all the pieces and such. Alright, so let's see. Let's try getting rid of this piece right here. Unfortunately, unlike a regular chess, you can't really jump two spaces, unfortunately. Okay, did he make like a beginner mistake? Oh. I see, he was setting himself up for that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So we got the Lancers right there. So, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, you can take my bishop on the next turn, huh? Well, I took his bishop, so a bishop for a bishop, I suppose. Okay, let's see. So I'm kind of getting into this a little bit. See, so you can take my knight, which I swear the knights and stuff are kind of been really beat down compared to the other games. Well, especially compared to regular chess, I suppose. Let's see, so can you really put pieces anywhere? I guess not, I'm guessing. Alright, well, I guess we'll try that and see what happens, I suppose. Okay, full scan. Okay, that's great. I don't really care. Ah, shoot. I was hoping that that would do it. Let's see, I gotta look at this quite a bit. Yeah, I apologize. Like, since everything is in Japanese symbols, it's kind of hard to understand everything that's going on at the moment. Even to me, I'm still trying to figure out the difference between a gold general and a silver general. Because they move quite a bit differently. Let's see, so it moves one square diagonally or forward. They cannot move sideways or straight back. But that also means that, sideways to forward and sideways to straight back. Quite a confusing game, that's for sure. It's going to be quite the learning curve. Okay, so I think he's getting his troops ready, I suppose. Let's see. So the lances and stuff are kind of weird. Everything about this is kind of weird, to be honest. I guess I kind of got him trapped a little bit. Yeah, now I'm in check, I suppose. Yep, I'm in check. He's gonna kick my butt. Of course he is. I don't even know what those upgraded symbols mean either. Let's see, that doesn't look like a bishop to me. Oh, he upgraded it, that's right. See, I might as well abort the game. I don't think I'm doing very good at all. Yeah, I guess that pretty much means it's checkmate. Yep, I get it. Yep, a hail to the loser. That's pretty much what I am at the moment. don't even know what's exactly going on here. Okay. Alright, what I need to figure out is how these gold and silver generals work. So, let's see, move one square diagonally or forward. They cannot move sideways or straight back. Okay, so are this silver generals like right next to the king then? Let's see. So gold generals can only move horizontally in one space. That means they can't move here, but apparently I can. I don't understand. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm sorry. It's a huge learning curve. I imagine that you guys are just as confused as I am, probably. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm like looking at a diagram right now in order to understand how each of these pieces move. Right now I'm trying to learn how the silver general and the gold general move, and it's a little bit strange. I'm trying to identify which is which, the gold general or the silver general. And I'm kind of getting my butt kicked in the process. The opponent just gapes at me and wonders what's wrong with me, because obviously I'm not from that country. Okay, so let's see here. So, gold generals apparently should be right next to the king, right? So the silver generals cannot move back one space. So let's see. Let's go up one space, and then let's see if we can go back one space. And that will identify for them. Okay, so he can't move back one space. Gold general can. Okay, so that's the gold general. The gold generals are right next to the kings. Okay, now you need to keep an eye on them on what they can each do. Alright, let's try and open this up a little bit. Let's see if I can get an opening with my bishop here. Yeah, this is very, very different from regular chess, I gotta say. So this is quite a massive learning curve for me. So for those joining the stream, let's see. Actually, I'm not sure if anybody's in the stream at the moment, so I think I'm led to dawdle in my own miserable part, I suppose. Okay, so let's see what he's got. So he's got a knight right there, so that can't hurt me. But that can. That is a silver general, so that one can hit me. Let's see. Let's try moving forward, so that way we can get a little bit of an opening going. Oh, what? I suck at this. I suck at it. It's official. I suck at this. Okay, so the gold generals kind of look like they have a tent going. Silver generals kind of look like they kind of got an axe going through some kind of windmill. And then the knights kind of look easy. They look like some kind of tower. I don't know, they all look like towers to me. Let's see if we can get my rook out. Okay, so this guy's trying to create an opening with my bishop, I suppose. Okay, so what do we want to do? So what we want to do is get my gold general close. So that way he can guard that bishop right there. And then I do not want to get that pawn forward, at least not yet. So according to the gold general, I should be able to take that piece, right? Okay, so we took each other's bishop. So, I guess eye for an eye, I suppose. I'm probably guessing this is like level 1, so I don't think that he's supposed to be really hard yet. So I think that's why they're kind of taking it easy on me, I suppose. Okay. So I want to see if I can start getting my rook out a little bit. And then, of course, he brought my bishop out right where he wanted me. Okay, so we got to think about this a little bit. Let's see. Let's put you. Let's see. Let's put you right here. See, since you're a gold general, let's try. See, I haven't really checked on what the upgraded pieces do yet. Not too much. Okay, so the gold generals can't go diagonally backwards. That's the problem. Let's see. See, what do we want to do to get an opening going? Okay, so his king kind of looks a little bit unprotected there. So he's got a knight and a silver general's going there. So let's put a rook right there. Looks like his upgraded piece can't attack my king yet. Let's see, if that's true, then his golden generals can't go backwards one square either. See, I wonder if I could put this piece right next to his king. You know, despite this like being Japanese chess, this doesn't feel as sophisticated as American chess in some ways. It feels like that the bishop and the rook are both like the queen in a way. They're like the overpowered pieces. And then kind of like everything else is kind of secondary. So they don't really balance each other out that well. Let's see, if I give him my bishop and stuff, that could be a problem. No, might as well try it out, I suppose. I'm still experimenting with stuff. I should have seen that coming. He had that with his knight. I still need to look up what the upgraded pieces do quite a bit. Yeah, so I'm going to reset this game. Of course I'm losing, so... Yeah, this is kind of a tough game to follow a little bit. I know I've said that a million times, but can't be emphasized enough, just with that being Japanese chess and everything. Okay, so Hmm. Let's see. Silver generals can go forward, I think. So, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm doing so stinking badly. Every single turn, just me just having a blind moment, and I haven't played chess since I was like 5th grade. This is going to be a rough one for sure. Like, I want to see how an actual match goes rather than just playing it by myself blind for the first time, so I get an idea about how this game is played a little bit more. Alright, so let's see. Let's put that piece forward. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so he's opening things up for my bishop to get through, so let's get a gold general closer. So that way my bishop's covered. Okay. I wish that lancers and stuff could go other than just vertically. That would have been great there. Let's see. Let's try putting a knight there. Let's see what happens. Alright, so the only problem is that he's probably going to take my rook, which isn't good. Yeah, so probably putting a piece there would not be a good idea. Let's see. Let's try and get my rook more out there. Let's see. Going over to the right would not be good because of the lancer right there. Pretty much like order gets the pieces going right there. Yeah, let's see. So I think that's pretty good for keeping his bishop at bay. Let's put the rook right there. Let's see what happens. Alright, so let's do this and stuff so we can... I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bait me with the piece right there for me to attack it, and then his rook is going to come down and snatch it. And there's nothing that can cover for him, pretty much. So I'm going to pull this up so that way my rook is within firing distance. Okay, and that makes things way and stuff for this gold general to take it. Okay, so yep, that wasn't good on my part. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing and stuff until I can start getting better at the game, I suppose. And the thing is with computers and stuff like back then in the Sega Genesis days is that they're pretty much perfect. So I don't feel like I'm fighting a beginner or anything. I feel like I'm fighting an expert. I wish that there was like a beginner stage or like an intermediate stage or like an expert, because this doesn't feel like beginner to me. It feels like he knows exactly how to go around every single move I'm doing at the moment. Yeah, now he's going to just parade around my board and stuff until... Yeah, he's right next to my king, so he could checkmate me at any time. He got me in check. And he's doing it so that way he could take my rook in case of... when I move my king, he's going to take my rook. I know it. See, that's the problem is... It feels like I'm playing an expert. I guess that was to motion whether he goes first or not. But still. Let's see. Let's try moving my king into... Let's go more defensive rather than... I think that this would work out better if I start playing more defensively. So let's try that. He played the perfect move again. I'm trying to get my guy into playing defensively, but he's not going to let me. Alright, let's get a gold general there, and then let's move the king back one. Okay. Alright, now the king is protected, so now I can focus a little bit more on the offense. See, let's try moving my knight up. Let's get a bit of an aggressive position going. And let me guess, he played that perfectly, didn't he? The problem is with knights is that they can only move in two spots. It's either here or there. Let's see. Let's see, if he's going to threaten to take my piece, why don't I threaten to take one of his pieces? Let's see, is this a good spot? Let's see, let's put a piece right there. And of course, he covers it precisely, as he means to. Let's put a pawn right there. Of course he's going to take it. What's the point? This guy is so stinking good. All right. I think he's trying to bait me to take it. But hey, if you're going to bait me, then, let's see. If I take that, then I won't be able to go sideways, so that's the problem. So I need to threaten to take one of his pieces. That's how you do this. What does that mean? I just feel lost. I'm sorry. I just feel lost. Let's see. What's an opening and stuff I can exploit? Let's see what happens if I start doing it at the ends first. So I'm curious about that because there's quite an interesting opening that you can do here. And then he's going to take the lantern. Darn it, that was a bad move. Everything I do is a bad move. This is one tough game. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Let's see, if I do that, he's probably going to take my bishop right away. I don't want to do that. Let's see, so if I take that out, and his bishop will take mine, which I don't want to do. Let's try going up here. Okay, so he's getting his generals out a little bit. See, I think I see an opening right here. Let's try this. I think I might do the same tactic he is that he's trying to move his generals around a little bit to kind of get a good defensive formation going. Yeah, so you kind of got to get a barrier going, I suppose. Let's see, so I think, yeah, this is a little bit rough. Yeah, let's try moving that one forward. Okay, so if he takes that and stuff and he goes for my rook, then I can take his bishop. Don't know how good of a plan it is, though. Okay, so he's threatening me a little bit. Is that he wants me to take one or the other. Yeah, so he's trying to bait me so that way his lands could take it. Alright, let's move back a little bit. Okay, so it's going to be a lance for lance kind of thing. So my lance is going to take that peon, whatever it's called, pawn, and then his lance is going to take my lance. See, I don't want him to upgrade, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see. This is the silver general right here, right? So, let's see. Where's it? Of course. Yep, the silver general can go back, which is a good thing. So, all right. So let's do this. What? Oh, a silver general can't go sideways like that. Darn it. Alright, no matter what, he's gonna get that thing rook ignited or something. So we gotta put him in a threatening position, I suppose. Alright, let's try that then. Alright, so he's doing that to try and threaten me. What? Why can't I put that there? I swear this game sometimes. Rules are just not very concise sometimes. Well, I got one of his lances, which is good. And now you can upgrade that now, which sucks. Gosh, tricky game. His rook hasn't moved the entire time, so has his bishop. His bishop hasn't moved either. I really don't want to lose my rook either, so I got to be careful. See, that's not going to do any good. The generals are right there. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just randomly doing stuff, so... He'll take my bishop if I move that pawn there, which is not what I want to do. Let's see. Let's start getting my knight forward. See, I need to threaten him. He's going to use the bishop to attack one of my guys next, so I got to threaten him. And of course, for some reason, the pawns can't go that far. gosh. This guy plays like an expert. That's the problem with this game, is that every single move he does is a really good one. I'm barely learning here. And why is my rook like suddenly not working anymore? I don't understand why my rook isn't working. Take his piece. Is it like, is he like threatening the king somewhat? What? I don't understand. Why is it that the rook can't go onto his side of the board? I was gonna take it. Yeah, I know I'm in check, because the stupid game doesn't want to listen to me. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I'm starting to seriously wonder if this game is actually beatable. Like, I'm not exaggerating or anything, just the skill level is so stinking high at the moment. So, let me see, let me do some digging about this game. Because I don't know if this is like one of those games where, like, the wall to, like, conquering it is so stinking high that it's really, really tough. Or... I don't know if the game is actually beatable. Okay, so I'm coming across one of the biggest dilemmas I think I've ever come across when it comes to this stream. I'm looking things up a little bit to see how easy this game is, like for a beginner like me. So I kind of got a dilemma going here. So to know about what I've been trying to think about is that I tried to learn the basics. I tried to learn the game legitimately, but the problem is that with me being a beginner shogi player and kind of like learning the Japanese chess mechanics and kind of looking it up a little bit, it says that for a beginner, a shogi player to beat this game, it's nearly impossible, because the thing I'm looking up is that the AI, the computer, it starts to cheat towards the later stages of the game. So I'm actually wondering if I don't want to cheat though. Do I have to cheat? So that's the thing I'm wrestling with, is that I can do it hardcore and like try and do it legitimately, but it could possibly take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So it's either I can play it authentically, but the problem is that I have a cheating game going against me, and then I'll lose anyways, and then it'll just end up being a few hours and stuff. So I don't know, should I cheat? I'm starting to wonder if I should cheat. I mean, if it's a cheating system in the first place, then what's the point in playing fair against something that is cheating, that or will eventually cheat? That's a this is one hell of a dilemma. So it's either I can get stuck on this game forever. I don't know what to do. I don't know, I guess just kind of playing the basics, I suppose, is enough, because yeah, I can go through it authentically and stuff, and I do have save states, but I don't even know that if that's even enough this time. Well, like, I wonder if I might need some kind of AI helper tool of some type. The thing is, though, is that it's cheating, though, so I don't know. I gotta think hard about this one. Okay. Well, I guess for starters, let's see how hard this game actually is. Let's use a cheating tool, and let's see if it's as hard as it says it is. And I'll play through the game with the cheating tool, and if it ends up being like extremely hard, then I think that I should not go through it authentically, because that will, yeah, that I think that. So I guess I can do the cheating things first, and then I can go back and play through the authentic way, if it looks manageable. Okay. Alright. Okay. All right. I guess that's the way that we're gonna have to do it, I suppose. All right. Oh, oops. All right. So for those who are tuning in, and I imagine it's probably not a lot because this is probably not a very interesting stream at the moment. Standard. So if we want to do a Senti. Alright, well, I guess, okay, alright, we'll try that. Sheesh. Gosh, this is absolutely nuts. Okay. Well, sorry, I was quiet there for a good, like, 10-15 minutes, but, that wasn't good, and that, in order for me, like, a beginner and stuff, to really catch up on something like that, like, wow, okay, well, I don't know what kind of bonus game this is, but I don't really want to be a part of it. Come on, I'm not in the mood for bonus games, guys. Just eliminate my piece and stuff and let's go. Come on, guys. I'm really not in the mood for this. Just eliminate my pieces. Come on. Oh, thank you. Finally. Can you please stop with this? You're kind of pissing me off here. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Just, like, let me get past the bonus game, please. Please take all of my guys. I don't really care. Like he's trying to take forever though too. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. I don't care. I don't care. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Why weren't you like thinking about it? Okay, finally. Can we go? What the hell is this? I don't want to get the bonus chest or anything. I just want to keep going. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Come on, just please take all of my pieces. I really don't care. Come on, come on, come on. Can we finally move on? Is this like required to beat or something? You're kind of pissing me off. Okay, that's fine. Can we please stop? Can we please stop? This isn't gonna stop, is it? Oh my god. I am not here to play these kind of games. Please stop. Please stop. You're driving me at the wall. I just want to continue on with the main matches. I don't care about this crap. Please take my pieces. I really don't care about them. It's nice. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Gosh. Whew. Are you gonna move? Come on. Not gonna let me go, are ya? This is not what I came to play the game for. What the freak is the point if you're just gonna send unlimited guys towards me? I think at the moment, I think that this is probably going to be the most deserted it's going to be for a while. Because this is a really, really, really uninteresting game. But I appreciate the support, though. This is not fair. Not fair. Let's see. Of course. What the frick is the point? I'm in this like forced puzzle section, so the problem is that he has unlimited pieces, so I don't know how you're supposed to play this properly. You only get like a couple pieces, and he gets the entire board at his disposal. So it's almost impossible to win at this. Of course he blocks it. Of course he does. That's the problem. He has unlimited pieces at his disposal. These things are... I don't know how you're supposed to win against a guy that has unlimited soldiers. How are you supposed to do it? His rook is going to take my lance. There's no freaking way. These are impossible puzzles. I'm getting so mad. Yep, he gets to run across the entire battlefield with unlimited pieces, and I get snot. Appreciate the encouragement. It's this stupid game. This is the most BS game I think I've ever come across. I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. That's the thing. I don't know if there's a way to actually pass this. I suppose there's like a 1% chance of making it possible, because otherwise why is he here? But he's got the entire chessboard on his hands, so the entire thing is cheating. It's not learning the game that's the problem. It's these forced puzzle sections that it's putting me in. Is that you're supposed to do it against a regular opponent with regular pieces, but the problem is with these puzzle sections is that he has unlimited pieces at his disposal. So the game is kind of in a weird forced bonus game or something. Just I don't know how you're supposed to win. I don't think you can. Well, this one particularly is. So it doesn't matter, because look, I got 2 pieces right here. 2 pieces that I can use. Only 2. Look at what he has on his side. 14 pawns, 4 lances, 4 knights, 1 silver general, 1 gold general, 1 bishop, 1 rook. He's got everything to counter every single move I've got. That's the thing that's BS about this puzzle section. So I'm sorry, it's not you guys that I'm getting mad at. I'm getting mad at this game because this is pretty much an impossible situation. Oh, great. Now you get to see me up close and personal. I'm failing. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't mind puzzle sections like this where you have like a set amount of moves and stuff to move, but because he has the entire army on his side, he can counter every single move. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. That's what's driving me bonkers. I know the rules of the game. I know how to play. The problem is that it's forcing me into these sections where it's just into puzzle mode instead of the actual checkers, the actual matches. It's stupid. But the thing is, though, is that I don't actually know where the end of this game is. I don't know where the end credits are. I don't know. This game's driving me bonkers. It's driving me nuts. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything about what I'm supposed to do. Like, I know how to play. I know how all these pieces work. Just there's no point because you have to find like the exact 100% puzzle answer in order to solve it. But it's not here. If it is, it's like that 1% chance of ever getting it. It's stupid. It's corny. It's weird. It's not right. So the best I can do is just save states, find the optimal one, and just keep trying. It's completely BS. Yeah, I knew his king was going to take that. Of course it was. And now he's blind to every single spot I'm on. Guess just keep on trying things until I just happen to get it right, I suppose. Yeah, I think this game was a mistake, yes. Don't know who programmed it, but it's completely BS. Yeah, of course his rook was going to take that. Of course it was. Of course his bishop was going to take it. I don't know, I'm trying every single move. What are you supposed to do? Yeah, but then he's going to put his bishop there and stuff, his infinite army. Not like any tactic I do is going to do anything. The game was just, well, I guess manageable earlier, but apparently not. That's right, silver generals can't go directly back, huh? I don't know, I think I might have to pull an exception somewhere in here somewhere. Like I might have to pull a first timer somewhere. And of course he was going to take it. I don't know what's going on anymore. This game's driving me crazy because I thought that this was a bonus game. After you played the regular opponent, it switched to this all of a sudden. And now I'm playing like the stupid puzzle game and such, like out of nowhere. And I thought it was a puzzle game, like optional bonus game or something to get like extra continues or something. But it just keeps going. I keep failing. I know how to play the game. I know the basics. I know how all of these pieces work. But the problem is that he has an unlimited army on his side. He can dodge and counter almost every single strategy I throw at him. It doesn't matter. I know I'm a beginner, but even as a beginner, I can interpret this just fine. And I throw everything in place in order to corner the king, and then he just throws in one of these stupid pieces here on the left, and he can just counter it perfectly. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me up the fucking wall. And now it won't end. I thought that if I could like fail one or two or something, then I could continue on with the regular matches. But no, I don't know if it's glitched or something. I don't know if this game's working anymore. I don't know what part of the game this is. Yeah, this game was a mistake. Yeah, drill that into the effing wall. Ugh. And it's driving me nuts. I don't know where the end of the game is. I don't know if I'm supposed to be playing another opponent. I don't know if I was supposed to hit the campaign. Just all of a sudden, after I win one match, all of a sudden, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm probably going to drop it. Mainly because the reason I'm going to drop it is that I don't know what's going on anymore. That's the thing that's driving me nuts about this thing. Was that, I looked it up online about what this game is about, to be fair, so that way I knew what was coming ahead of time. And I knew that the AI behind the opponents was going to be crazy, which I don't know, for a Sega Genesis game or for a retro game, that's kind of normal, that's expected. But it didn't tell me anything about this. It said that I was supposed to fight 5 opponents, right, in a regular game of Shougi, which is fine. And I read up the basic rules, and yeah, I just continued forward with it. And then after I beat the first opponent, this comes in. This jumps in out of nowhere. I don't know what the fuck this is. What the fuck is this? What is this? I'm supposed to be playing against 5 matches. I'm supposed to be playing regular Shougi. Put the puzzle game in the puzzle section, not in the main campaign. That is nuts. That is stupid. And now I don't know what the game is doing anymore. And yeah, I might have to drop it. I think this is the most infuriated I've ever been this entire countdown. I don't know where this game is going. I don't know where the end credit is. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I think you're right. I think I gotta drop it. I don't know. Like, if it was straightforward and I had to go through 5 opponents, great. Fine. Let's do it. Let's play it through to the end credits. Okay. And I thought that this was supposed to be a bonus game where if you fail it once, then you'll just move back into the regular 5 opponents thing, but it's not doing that. Instead, I'm stuck in the stupid section where pretty much the computer can throw anything and counter me with anything because no strategy will work because he's got the entire army on his side, on the left side. So I don't know. I think this game has just become impossible, I think. And yeah, I'm ranting. And yeah, I'm having a meltdown. Okay. So clearly I don't know what this game is doing anymore. So I don't know what will qualify it as like clearing it and beating it as such, because it just went off into the whole left field and I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's a glitch. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So yeah, I think you're right. I think I gotta drop it. I think it's gotta go into the trash bin. Just fine. If everything was going through just fine with regular rules and stuff, and if it was doing what it was supposed to with the 5 opponents and stuff, great, fine, let's play. But this is just a shitstorm out of left field. This is a hurricane. This is a tidal wave of unfairness. Just like, even with me as a beginner Shougi player and stuff, then show me a beginner Shougi puzzle instead of doing an unlimited army thing. Just that's not fair. That's impossible. That's stupid. That's crazy. Okay, this game is done. I'm throwing it away. Just, I don't know what makes it qualify as a win thing anymore. I don't know what makes it qualify as a clear thing anymore. Just, okay, it's done. Okay, this one's getting slid off the table. So, okay, I'm gonna choose another game. Yeah, because this one is clearly done. So, yep. I can't believe I'm doing this for the first time, but this is how I choose my next game right here. I've got it in a roulette wheel and stuff, then it'll choose my next game for me. That's how I actually ended up playing this game. Either that or a community pick or through a comment and stuff, but I'm gonna randomize it for now. Well, the thing is though, is that if I keep on doing like community picks for my games, then all the high profile games, all the interesting games are gonna come up to the front of the countdown, or I guess through the marathon and stuff, and then it will leave all the boring and low profile games towards the back. So what I do is that I do a mix of randomizing it through this wheel and a mix of doing it through community picks. So that way it can keep things kind of fair. So, all right, so that game is done. Let's see what the next game is. Okay, and then hopefully it will turn out to be a whole lot better than that shit show. Oh, I actually don't know if that's any better. That's a Japanese game too. I'm not in the mood for that. I'll come back to that later maybe, but I don't know. I'm not in the mood to see another Japanese game after that crap. Not at the moment. I don't care. Pick something, but not Japanese at the moment. Risky Woods, I don't know what that is. I've never heard about it, but hey, it's another game. It's the next one up. But anyways, to go back on that, so it's this game's done. It's over. Just I think that this is just gonna destroy everything. All right, so let's see. All right. So this game is officially crossed off. I'd like to, more than anything, to beat it and go through it normally. But this game isn't going to allow me to go through it normally. So apparently I can't, and I don't know where the end credits is. I don't know if this is an adventure mode. I don't know what the hell this is. So alright, so let's see. I gotta write down the times. I'll make sure that everything's just fine. So 2:26, 32. Okay. Yeah, it's such a shame and stuff. I would have liked to play through all of these games just normally, but if the game doesn't give me the option to, then I guess I just don't have the option to clear it, I suppose. So that's just the way I've got to look at it, I suppose. And it's going to drive me up the wall. It's going to drive everybody else up the wall. So it's time to bury this game. So, all right, game number 15. Okay, so, all right. Let's see. Let's just start looking at the times here. Okay, so that will drop back down to 0. I got to get that back up. So, yeah, it sucks. It sucks at the first time that this happened and stuff, but I guess I don't know. I guess with these retro chess type of games, I think they're just meant to be impossible and infuriating. And in this game's case, it just doesn't show you where the end goal is. So I don't know where it's actually taking me. So, all right, that's fine. Okay, so let's start making the arrangements and let's start switching over games. So the game counter, let's switch it over to 16. All right, number 16, and then the game is called Risky Woods. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what that game is. I've never actually heard about it before. Let's see. Alright, I guess flip it over just a little bit. I can promise you that the long play is not going to be any more entertaining than the short play that you've been watching, because it's just been me learning how to play the game and such, and so there's nothing entertaining about it. And then the thing is, though, is that I had to play the first match, and I wanted to see if the game was actually beatable first. I don't think you were around for it, but for the first half an hour, I was like learning how to play the game, and then the next part of it, I was actually seeing if it was actually beatable. So I actually used a cheat engine, or like an AI helper, to help me through with the first match, because, well, I'm a beginner Shougi player, and I was playing against an expert, so I wanted to see if it was actually beatable. And so I used like a top level computer Shougi AI engine to kind of help me out to see if I could beat it. So to actually see if it was beatable, like within my skill level. And I actually found out that it actually was a really close call. Like, even though that I set a max level Shougi AI helper against it, like the skill ceiling is way up there. Like, there's no chance or anything that a beginner Shougi player like me would probably go up against it. And the other thing is, though, too, is that I read up about this, is that when you start facing up against the later challenges and such, the problem is that they start cheating. No, I'm not kidding or anything. Like, it says that the later opponents start cheating. Like, they start using special powers in order to start combating against you. So I was thinking, well, if they're going to cheat, I'm going to cheat too. It's the only way to fight fire with fire, I suppose, in order to stand a chance against this game. But even so, even after I got the first opponent done, it still felt like it was just, yeah, because it was such a high skill level. Like, imagine what the opponents are going to be after that, and then when they start cheating and such. Like, this is probably going to end up being an impossible game in the end, along with the retro cheating stuff that kind of happens in the games back in the day. So I think that it's a total waste of time to watch the long play, because it's just going to be like this. The whole thing is, because it uses logic and stuff with the chess like it does with retro games back then, it's just a waste of time. I'd be spending like 20 plus hours just learning how to play this game, and I don't know, maybe 30, maybe 40, and I don't think that you guys want to spend that kind of time just watching me learn how to play the game. And you saw me through this thing with the bonus thing right here, and it's the whole game is a mess. There's a tornado pretty much ran through it and just destroyed the whole experience pretty much. From my experience, maybe if you happen to be a Shougi master person, I suppose, if you're like a true expert, maybe this game could be for you. Like, I wouldn't hold it against anybody that wants to do that, but for this particular thing, no. For a beginner Shougi player, it will easily creep into the double digits badly, and it'll be bad for everybody. So yeah, I think I'm just going to have to drop it. So I think there's enough ranting and stuff about that. I just had to vent. I had to get it out of my system. It's really, really bad.